2022. The Dudley Conservation Commission meeting is now in session. Members, state your name for the attendance record.
Bob Tuttle.
Rand Mikulajczyk.
George Swingle.
Richard Angelovich, thank you. First on the agenda is the Pledge of Allegiance. All rise, please. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Oh, I can't see out of my right eye. Yeah, that's better. Okay, second on the agenda is a continuation of a notice of intent on 121 Old Southbridge Road, Eric Riley. We went over this plan last week, and the only thing we were waiting for was a file number from the DEP. Hi, Mr. Morrow.
Good evening. How's everything going?
Everything is good? You?
Very good, thank you.
Good. 121 Old Southbridge Road. I know the DEP made a few comments. I'm assuming they only looked at the summary and never looked at the narrative. There is no issues with 121?
At this point, I don't have any issues with it.
Okay. So your recommendation is the standard order of conditions?
That's correct.
Okay. Are there any abutters here to 121 Old Southbridge Road? Okay, seeing none, I will close the public hearing at 6:02 p.m. Motion?
Make a motion that we
So moved that we
What, Nance?
approve the standard order of conditions?
Okay. Second?
Second.
Okay, a motion was made to issue a standard order of conditions for 121 Old Southbridge Road for Eric Riley for a garage addition. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Nancy Vakovic, aye.
Thank you, Nancy. Unanimous.
Sorry, guys. Dog hurt a car.
Okay, next on the agenda is an amendment, continuation of a public hearing for an amendment to an existing DEP file number 146-0773 for Gail Martin, 160 Pierpont Road. So they are here for some amendments. Matt, did you look over the amendments?
Yes, I did. My only question is, was DEP given a copy?
Steve, was DEP given a copy of the amendments for?
I believe so. I can see this one again. That would be on my computer.
Yeah.
Okay, so it looks like he's proposing some changes to the plan as far as additions. The additions for the boat ramp with some impervious pavers appear to comply with the bylaw.
Yep.
For existing lots. He's also looking to remove the riprap that is outside the limits of what was approved for the existing wall, because he was able to show through survey that the existing wall was actually pulled back from what was previously developed.
Yep.
So, I mean, if the commission is satisfied with that plan, my only concern would have been if they had asked to leave the rock in that was past the limits of the wall, that would have constituted filling.
Okay, say that again, Matt.
I said, my only issue with the plan would have been if they had asked to have the rocks left in past the limits of where the prior was. Because that would have been, I would have construed that as filling.
Yes, because they are showing restoration, removal of the rock on this new plan that we have.
Yeah, I have a copy.
Yep. go anywhere from, in cross-section AA, 1.5 feet through cross-section CC, which is about 2.5 feet. So yes, they are removing it.
Now, what's the timeline on removing the rock?
As soon as we get approval and Dogowitz can do it.
Okay, as soon as, well, it's approval from us first, and then they will get in touch with their contractor and find out. What am I gonna assume?
Well, once 2 issues the amendment, they're gonna have to wait basically 2 weeks for the appeal period to expire, because
Yep.
that can be appealed to DEP for the portions that are amended,
Yep,
not the stuff that was previously approved.
okay. Did you hear that? Yeah?
One thing we would like to do, and if we can, is stabilize the existing area, put the irrigation system in, because now's the time to grow your
Yep.
lawn.
Matt?
Yeah, go
Just
ahead.
so you know
patio.
what Mr. Balsowitz was saying is, they want to be able to continue, which we granted them the right before, to do the stabilization of the grass areas, and I don't.
Well, I mean, that's under their existing order
Correct.
anyway.
Right,
So anything that was under the existing order,
yep,
with the exception of course, like the boat ramp, for example, that's new.
yep,
Anything that was under the existing order, they can continue work on, as long as they don't, repeat the exceedance of what was granted under the order conditions.
correct. It's just the amendments they would have to wait the 2 weeks for.
That's correct.
Yep. I don't have an issue with that. Letting them do the irrigation and the stabilization, Steve, I don't have an issue with that.
Well, in areas that are not gonna be disturbed, obviously, to take the rock out, they're
Yeah.
gonna need a
Yep.
machine
Yep, I get
down
it.
there.
Yep.
Yep.
Stabilize it.
Okay, Matt, do you have any other questions you want to ask the engineer?
No, at this point, no.
Okay. So I'm gonna read the amendments to the plan, into the record here, just so everybody's clear. Okay, number 1 is remove the riprap stone beyond the limits of the original retaining wall. And it shows in the cross-section, AA through CC, anywhere from 1.5 to 2.5 feet, starting at the boat ramp, heading north towards the neighbor. Number 2 would be remove and replace the stairs heading from the patio to the resource area. So in other words, the stairs are gonna be not protruding into the pond, they're gonna be into the property, like the stairs were.
Supposedly sort of waves.
They're gonna construct a 4-foot walk with an 18-foot by 20-foot patio for an outdoor gazebo,
They lower the pond.
and dimensions are on the plan. And construct a boat ramp using pervious pavers, which you brought up, which are compliant. And then create the landscape areas around the patio, lumen seed all disturbed areas, and install the irrigation system. So you don't have any issues at all, Matt?
No, at this point, no.
Okay. Any abutters here to 160 Pierpoint Road? No?
Yep.
Did-
Yep.
Okay.
Did the board receive the certified mail that we sent out? A copy of, all right.
Yep. Okay, so there's an abutter here, but he's with them. He has no comments, Matt?
Okay,
And
that's
there are no
fine.
abutters here, so I'm gonna close the public hearing. Okay?
Yep, that works.
Okay. Okay, seeing none, that there are no abutters here to 160 Pierpoint Road, I'm gonna close the public hearing at 6:08 PM. Okay, now we need a motion.
I'm not sure what the motion is. I'd be happy to make it, but I'm not sure what the motion is I'm supposed to make.
Okay, what I'm gonna do, Nancy, I'm gonna give the amendments to George, and George's gonna make the motion. He's gonna
Okay.
read the amendments out, and then we can vote.
Okay,
I'm making a motion that we accept amendments to the plan submitted March 25th, 2022, and the amendments are follow. remove the riprap stone beyond the limits of the original retaining wall, approximately 1 to 2 feet, starting at the boat ramp, heading northerly to the land of Christina. Remove and replace stairs heading in from the patio to the resource area. Pierpont metal pond, not to exceed the location of the old stairs into the resource area. Construct a 4-foot wide walk, 18 by 20-foot patio with a outdoor gazebo, same dimensions on the plan. Construct a boat ramp using impervious pavers, see plan for dimensions and location. Create landscape areas around patio, loom and seed all disturbed areas, install irrigation system, and see plans for details.
Okay, so we have a motion. Or you have a second?
Second. Second.
Okay, second by Nance. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Nancy Vakovic.
Opposed? Unanimous.
Thank you, have a good evening.
Mr. Ballswitch, you take care of yourself?
I always do.
Thank you for
Good
your
night, ladies.
time.
Good night.
Good night.
This goes with that. Right here. Goes with that. Okay, next on the agenda is certificate of compliance for 41 Dudley Hill Road, Charlie Bessie. Matt, do you have any issues with that?
No, Dickie, this is actually an order of conditions that comes from like 1993.
Yep.
I checked it out on the database. It looks like it was for like a septic system.
Okay,
I also, the site's stable, and then I went onto the ortho photos and checked for any other alterations that may not have been covered by any order. And the last thing I saw that they did, and it looked like they put in a patio back in about 2002, which was greater than 50 feet from the edge of the wetlands. So that would actually be an exempt activity.
okay,
And it hasn't changed in 20 years. So, the outlay of the house and the outlay of the backyard is pretty much exactly the same. Nice little well-kept property. So yeah, you can issue the certificate, no problem. Get that old order off their deed.
okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Motion?
I make a motion that we issue the certificate of compliance for 41 Dudley Hill Road.
Second.
Second.
Okay, motion was made and seconded to issue a certificate of compliance to Charles Bessie for 41 Dudley Hill Road. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Nancy Vakovic.
Unanimous.
Put on the phone.
Okay, and last on the agenda is the approval of the minutes for September 7th.
I make a motion that we approve the minutes as presented.
Second it.
I'll give you time to look at them.
Okay, motion was made and seconded to approve the minutes of September 7th, 2022. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Nancy Vakovic.
Opposed? Unanimous. Is that it, too?
That's it.
Okay, a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion that we adjourn.
Second.
Motion to adjourn at 6:15. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed?
Nancy Vakovic, aye.
Unanimous. Thank you, Nancy.
Yep.
Matt?